The number one goal of anyone that ever walks in the door up in New England is to win a Super Bowl. There's a ton of guys that come in and they have their one specific role, and you just have to go and do it. When everyone is doing that at the same time, that's when you have a championship caliber team.
We just need everybody to do their job, all right?
Do your job. Every role on the team is important, and as you see, it really helped us, towards the final seconds of our season.
I knew that I wasn't gonna play a lot. I just did whatever I could. I was a role player to the team. Just do my job. I think I handled it pretty well. I think I handled it like no one else could have.
Do your job. It's a standard employment expectation. But for 3 members of the 2014 Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, do your job easily could have applied to 3 very different careers.
I studied mechanical engineering at Brown University. It was something that I'm very proud of, to be able to earn a degree from Brown, all while playing football. Graduated, and at that point I had no other football options, so I had to put on my big boy pants and get myself a job.
Football was a sport that I loved to play, but it wasn't my passion. Bowling was my main sport. That's what I went to high school for. That's what I dreamed of doing after college. At lunch one day, my football coach, Coach Kuska, comes up to me and he's like, I hear there's a rumor going about you might transfer schools for a better bowling team. That was the case. I was really considering it. That's what my passion and what my heart was at the moment.
In high school, I did pretty good at Popeyes, Cook, run the drive-through, hang up the signs up in the billboard. I did it all. Ain't too much I can say I didn't do at Popeyes. My coach, he was like, Hines Community College, they offer you a scholarship and they wanted to know, would you be for real about it? And I told him, yeah, and it started from there.
Just on Facebook one day, and I got a message from a scout for the Oklahoma City Yard Dogs in the Arena League, and he asked me to come try out for him. It was kind of that or nothing, and I said, you know what? Why not take a shot? What do I have to lose?
I knew what I loved to do and I knew what I liked to do, and at that moment I loved bowling and I liked football. But seeing these offer letters come in from different schools, Coach Kuska's like, you got a future in football. That's when I actually had to sit down and just let go of bowling as far as my dream. Notre Dame was like love at first sight. I met with the coaches and instantly fell in love with them, and that's what steered me to go there.
As 2 football careers were beginning, one was seemingly cut short. After just 5 weeks at Hines Community College, Malcom Butler was involved in an altercation on campus. He was dismissed from school. Facing an uncertain future, Butler returned to his past.
Headed back to Popeyes after getting kicked out of college. Teammates, friends, they'll see me there and they'll be like, you blew it, I believed in you. And it showed me I could have been doing big things if I was on the right path.
2 years later, Butler was invited back to Hines. He later transferred to the University of West Alabama, where he completed his college career.
So I started off in Oklahoma City, played defensive end, and then from there I went to the United Football League and played for the Florida Tuskers.
Ricing with some backside pressure, throws wide open, it's complete, James Develin!
That's where I changed my position to fullback. It wasn't till like 2 or 3 weeks into the season where they're like, so you never played fullback before, huh? I was like, yeah, and I guess I tricked you.
San Francisco 49ers just selected Darius Fleming of Notre Dame.
It was a great day in my life. I never dreamed of being an NFL player. So I'm all excited, get out there. I would say 30 minutes within being an NFL rookie, I tore my ACL. Second year, I'm all excited. I'm ready to prove myself. I'm ready to show these guys that I belong. 5th day in the camp, tear my ACL again. So at this moment, I'm on the ground crying my eyes out, like really thinking about what's next. I was a 5th-round draft pick there for 2 years, and I've had 2 injuries, and I've been zero help to this organization. So why would I expect anyone to believe in me?
I knew I wasn't gonna get drafted. My trainer used to tell me, don't say that. And I'd be like, I'm telling the truth, man.
I took the chances. I knew what I was getting myself into, and if it took me a couple years doing, some things that were, less beautiful than the NFL, then that's what it took.
James Develin's determination paid off. He spent a season and a half on Cincinnati's practice squad as a fullback before being released in 2012 at the close of training camp. The next day, he signed with the New England Patriots.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go up there and play, and all the hard work kind of showed in that one play in Houston.
Hand off to the fullback, a leap by Develin, bounces off the pile, trying to fight his way in on the left side, still shooting, diving, touchdown, Patriots!
That was kind of a reflection of trying to get into the NFL, just getting bounced around and people trying to stop me here and there, and then, finally just getting in.
As the Patriots began building their 2014 roster, Develin was preparing for his 3rd year with the team. Newcomers Darius Fleming and Malcom Butler were hoping for their first.
Me and Malcolm are there together, and we tried the same day. I really felt like I had something to prove to the Patriots for giving me that opportunity that I'm sure a lot of teams wouldn't have given me. So they take me up and bring me back down, and he's like, what did you just do? And I was like, well, they signed me.
So I'm like, dang, man, I ain't do good enough,
He was like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. They're not gonna sign me. He's just all upset, but at the same time, I remember watching his workout, and I knew he did a great job, and I'm like, I know he's gonna make the team. And he got this nickname, Scrap, because he's scrappy, for the ball.
They say I'm a little scrappy on the field, a little feisty, a little aggressive. That's who I am, Scrap, and I agree with the name. I like the name, I like it.
I'm excited as all can be. I'm ready to prove myself. I'm ready to be that guy that's name's calling the intercom and making the big play.
I felt pretty good about making the team, and, some games I played, some games I didn't. Yeah, I wanted to be the guy that win the game or make big turning points in the game. And I'd be like, it's coming one day, just be ready, so that's it.
It was a tough journey. It wasn't exactly the way that everybody else gets to the NFL, but it was a very humbling experience, and it taught me a lot about life, a lot about myself, and what I was willing to do to accomplish my goals.
I'm out there playing football again, and this is the first time playing football in almost 2.5 years, so it was really just self-fulfilling because I was able to prove that I belong here in this league.
I couldn't believe that I was playing in the National Football League, things I've been dreaming about my whole life, and it's finally true.
By the time we were getting into playoffs, I felt like we all had the same goal and the same mindset, and that was just go out there and let's just win.
Allen controls it at his ankles, launches a high punt with plenty of hang time. Grips comes up and he bobbles it. Darius Fleming is on the spot to recover for the Patriots. Linebacker battling his way back from 2 career-threatening knee injuries. Brady pulls away, short throw, right side for Develin. Stood up, diving forward, touchdown, Patriots!
Get the ball in the flat to the meathead. He will not be denied.
A meathead who majored in engineering at an Ivy League school.
It's my
Touchdown,
favorite
James Develin.
This has been a grind, fellas. This is why we all came here. This is why you made us draft. Let's go. This for us, fellas. Go.
I did everything I could to defend that play.
He caught it on the carry. Unreal.
After that catch, I'm like, this game over with, and it's gonna be my fault, but I got another opportunity.
Seattle down 4 with 33 seconds and counting. Intercepted! Malcom Butler stepped in front of the throw!
Being a Super Bowl champion I don't ever think I'll be able to feel that way again.
How did I end up here? Like, I wanted to be a bowler. It's kind of hard to take all in because of the road that led up to it all.
I'm the first guy, you know, hugging Tom Brady after winning a Super Bowl. Just an incredibly proud moment for me.
Malcom! Are you kidding me? What a play! You're unbelievable, man. Thank you. Way to go. Hey, you did it.